Hello everyone, IanXIlyana here. This is Countdown to Canada. A new podcast which I will be doing now instead of the previous one because I am a transgender person under attack from Americans and their bigotry, their archaic way of machismo that leads to violence against those that are effeminate, creative, intelligent. I'm talking about East LA. I'm talking about an area that I should never have moved to. But of course, the VA and California in general just pushed me into this neighborhood where I was just never going to fit in. I was just never going to be comfortable with this kind of environment. But of course, they said, you're brown, why don't you go live where the brown people are? So here I am, just as brown as them, but not the same on the inside. Because on the inside, I'm an indigenous person, not a Latino. And there is a slight difference. An indigenous person embraces their entire culture and their history. And in the culture of my people, we have transgender people as part of our community, part of our culture, part of our history. We embrace that. And Latinos they don't want to do that at all. They just want to be violent or abet violence against transgender people. So after being denied my disability benefits again, I have to leave California. I have to leave this city, this state. Hello there, Chaos. I just don't want to live here anymore. It's a vibe I don't really like. It's just terrible. It's just terrible living in LA. The whole city caught on fire and these people don't care. They don't care about that. They don't care about anything. And thank you, Carson, for the subscription. I appreciate that. It's a really bad day today. It's a terrible day. I thought that maybe the VA and America would just let me go. Just say, you know what? With all of the transgender attacks and everything that goes on in America, why don't you just go be free? Why don't you just enjoy your life? Find a wife, find a husband, find tons of hunky and beautiful people to have promiscuous sex with. Do you. Just do you. But no, instead of that, it's just another day in Los Angeles where I am just abused if I try to go outside. And what's worse, besides everything that I'm going through, hi there, Guillaume. bash my own community so hard for their treatment of lesbians, gays, and transgender people. I bash my community so hard for that. But you know what? Someone has to hold up that mirror and say, who the fuck do you people think you are that you can gay bash in America? You come to this country hat in hand. You come to this country fleeing your disgusting little drug cartels in your own home countries. You come here and then you gay bash American citizens. Fuck you people. That is what you get. You get a fuck you people for that. I'm sick and tired of trying to be nice about it and censor myself. And you know what? In a way, kind of feel guilty because, you know, I sound so white when I'm talking about how annoying Latino people are right now. But yeah, that's just how I feel. So I'm gonna fucking own it because I've been gay bashed by the Latino community here in East LA twice. Had to go to the hospital because of the concussion. And the city didn't do anything. Oh, hi there. I don't know you. Here's what's gonna happen. Enjoy a timeout. Thank you so much. Having a bad day. I don't need any of that. I don't need any of that. So yeah, I'm not going to censor myself. These people need to have a mirror thrown in their face and just accept that they need to do some deep soul searching, deep soul searching, because I don't think Latino people know their full history. I think that somebody told them, hey, you're this country now, that's your name, and they just left it at that. They didn't go back because, you know, there's not much written indigenous history. It's oral tradition. It's what your grandparents told you, or the village elder taught you, or your own parents taught you. So it's hard to say, well, why aren't Latino people being taught tolerance or acceptance? There's no one left to tell that important life lesson. There's just no one in that culture anymore. Mostly because their people are being incarcerated for being drug dealers or gangbangers. But even if it's not the case, it's just not something you talk about in your homes. And I could say the same exact thing for white people, black people, any people. You go to school because you're supposed to be in this melting pot where you see people from different cultures, different backgrounds, different sexual orientations and gender identities. That should make you a better person. But all they teach in America is hate. And right now I'm filled with rage. I'm filled with so much hurt. Absolutely so much hurt. But I refuse to give in to the baser nature of prejudice and hate. Oh, I'm not going to forgive the Latino community for how I've been treated since I've come here. Because if it isn't the gay bashing, it's being groped in public by some horny fucking grandmas. No, thank you. Just no, thank you. No, thank you. So, yeah, I said what I said. I stand by it. I'm not exactly speaking to the best of the best. I'm speaking to regular people, and regular people are fucked up in America. Just absolutely fucked up. Celebrities are fucking crazy, but there's a certain level of it, of professionalism. Chaos, I see your question, and all I can say is I kind of feel like a frog right now. I don't belong in America. I always knew that. Hi there, Clint. Morning is terrible. I have been informed by the VA that they have denied my disability benefits again. And I also read that they won't let me do a higher level review. So here I am, trapped in this East LA ghetto with a bunch of people who hate the LGBTQ. And grope me on LA Metro. And if I try and leave this area to maybe be with my own people, maybe do something, anything else, I get crazy people on the LA Metro in between because I have to go through downtown LA to go to anywhere decent, anywhere quiet, anywhere where there are normal people, I guess. As if there are ever going to be normal people in LA. But yeah, that's the situation. That's the situation. I had to change the name of the podcast because I can't live here. I can't do that. I can't do that to myself, to live in a city that every time I try and be a light and try and save these people, they don't want to be saved. To them, it's more of we'll get to it when we get to it. The environment is terrible. Ugh, we'll get to it when we get to it. It's LA. The sun is shining. And that's how they think here. As long as that beautiful sun is shining, it doesn't matter that your lungs are being poisoned by chemical warfare against poor people. That's the real scientific term for what pollution is. Chemical warfare against poor people. Clint, I agree with you. I just want to cry right now because I say to myself, I want to live in the South so badly. I want to live on a farm. I want to enjoy that Southern life so badly because of how much LA has hurt me. But you know what? I can't do that either because I will never be at peace being on a farm and being in the South. I have fantasies of that being my life, and it's a nice little dream. But that's not me. It isn't. That's very, very hurtful to say to myself, but I love country music. I'm just not a cowboy. I'm a scientist. I'm an engineer. I'm a rock star. I'm never gonna be a Southern cowboy. It's just not in me. I complain about LA, but I wear my leather jacket, I wear my headbands, my earrings, and once I get out of this Latino ghetto, nobody fucking cares. I can wear a full leather matching outfit and be on the subway, and you know what? For the most part, nobody says anything. Nobody cares. But these people, they just want to grab my crotch, grab my butt, grab my service animal, punch me, kick me, call me a faggot. That's what this town does. Okay. Then. So no, I can't live here. But where am I gonna live? I may go back and read some comments. I'm sorry for people if I... It's a really, really hard day. You know, I want SSDI as much as anybody else, but I haven't worked enough credits, so they said. So even with my military service, they don't want to give anything. These are just, it's a stingy fucking country, that's all. Pixie, thank you for saying that, and you're absolutely right. Good people don't belong in LA. If you're not a person who wants to be an actor, wants to be famous, I like being a musician. I like making art. I don't consider myself an artist. I consider myself someone who does art therapy, but I don't really consider myself an artist. The only issue with that sentence, if all the good people leave a bad area, what happens to the people who aren't good or bad? They're just trying to get through their day, but they're being taken advantage of. Who speaks up for them? Like I say, I am the most unlikable person with how much I bash my own community for how they're treating LGBTQIA individuals like myself. But do you see how that's a problem, that this community thinks that they can be violent against people who have a different sexual orientation or gender identity? And they all think that's okay to do. It's okay to punch someone and call them a faggot. It's okay, because if you're Latino, then that's just what you do. Thank you, Clint. I needed to hear that. Like I said, I don't do this for for fame or for popularity. I do this because people need to hear what is going on in the world. People need to hear that someone is trying to fight for them. Because despite how angry I am at America, there's some bastard fucking children, and I adopted them. By enlisting, I adopted this bastard fucking nation, and I said I will raise these fucking nasty ass kids to be heroes. So, hero step number 1. I guess I'm not really going to run away from Los Angeles, because where do you go after you've been to Los Angeles? Am I going to go back to a homey little small town? I don't fit in there. I don't fit in there, and I don't fit in here at all. So no, that's just not an option. Okay, just to clarify, guys, I'm not LGBTQ, but I am a pagan in the Bible Belt of America, so I have to put up with a lot of persecution. I understand what this young man is coming from. I'm so glad that you said that. I don't know if they're teaching history the right way in this country, because a lot of people accept these beliefs. And yeah, I will say religion. They accept the religion, and they don't understand that that religion was just a Xerox copy of a natural pagan religion. And in that natural pagan religion, people were happier, they were freer. When someone tells you, you know, if you don't give me taxes, you'll go to hell. If you don't give me your woman, you'll go to hell. If you don't send your children to go work in the mines, you'll go to hell. Guess what? You live a fucking crappy life. Back when all of us, I'm talking white people, I'm talking brown people, black people, Asians, whatever, before all this modern bullshit, we lived lives that were technologically advanced, but we were happier. Depression is something that I have to say was just invented. It's something that we're all experiencing now, but how can you properly quantify the feeling inside of, I don't understand why things are so oppressive. You don't understand how you let so much of your personal freedom be taken away from you. I say this as a person who, I eat. I could buy food if I wanted to right now, but I don't really feel like eating. I don't really feel like eating because I have so much stress. There's a lot of small, diverse communities. Asbury Park, New Jersey. Thank you, RuPaul. There's some great communities in Massachusetts. The downside is cold winter. I like winter. I don't know why LA people just banished winter. Like, we don't do winter in California. Bah humbug. So they banded together and said, we will pollute the fuck out of this entire state so we can never have winter again. Clint, when I make a live jam, they have the option of adding a person. So, I mean, it's not that hard to do. You just need to know where to send it. So, I don't know. I guess I could try that sometime. I tell you what, can you leave a comment in this particular one or maybe another one so that I can have something to go to your profile page, and from your profile page I can send it to you. But I need to know your profile page. It's not something I can do right now, I think. I'd have to do it another way, but it's something to think about if you're interested. And you are always welcome to come and talk to me. As you can tell, I don't really go anywhere and I don't really talk to anyone. So if you want to talk to me, why not? I'm just really sad right now. I don't know how I'm going to get through all this. I really don't. But I do know that it's not worth it for me to just go another month in East Los Angeles when these people gay bash me. So I'm gonna stop that nonsense. So yeah. I guess I gotta leave this town. I don't know where I'm gonna move to, but that's that. Right now, I'm sending you love and healing energy to help you feel grounded and calm. You're exactly where God wants you right now. I know you're not religious. We're where we should be now. Thank you, Pixie. Thank you so much. I feel what you're trying to say there, mostly because I have computer algorithms and all my social media, which just co-op things that I talk about and then just magnify it. So if I say that I'm a transgender person being attacked, it just fills my inbox with rainbow flags and people putting up their rainbow flags as proudly as possible. But it's a different conversation of putting up your rainbow flag on your own house and living in an apartment building, which you don't own, obviously, because you live in an apartment building. Or I saw this wonderful, flamboyant queer person, in heels and just strutting down the street on Threads. And I want to be supportive. I 100% want to be supportive, but I'm also 100% jealous because this person can enjoy their life without a thought in their head of someone's going to gay bash me. I have that thought because I've been gay bashed twice. So I don't feel comfortable whatsoever. Yep, that's what I need. Clint, that's what I need. Put that into the comment and I can take that and I can add that. So 7 or 8 o'clock or something like that, let me know and we'll coordinate a time. And by the way, you can email me. I mean, I don't really get that many emails whatsoever, but I'm IanXIlyana@gmail.com. I'm not that inventive. If you want to contact me, just do that. Fill my inbox. It's not really being used for anything. So whichever make things the easiest route, do that. Cool, cool. I don't know why I do this to myself. It's so hard to do Broadway, but I guess I'll try some of it. You know, all I want to do is just be a scientist, but no, this country won't let me be a scientist. Need people to actually be on Mars, but this country doesn't think that way. Okay, do I have to do that? Fucking A. Why is this thing so difficult? All right, I'll do that. And then I'm miserable, so I guess I'll do Les Miserables. Ghost, you say, ghost baby, yours just like a ghost to me. A minute there and she was gone. I am a ghost, I'm a ghost. It's no use in love at last. I never heard him, ooh and ah. Talk of battles to be won. He comes like Don Juan. It is better than an opera. Time it's all decide who we are. Please fight for the right of Christ as an opera now. Ask yourself, price you might pay. It's a game for a young boy to play. Colors of the world changing every day. Red, world of angry men. Black, dark of ages past. Red, world out to dawn. Black, night that ends at last. All right. I don't feel well. I don't feel well at all. Thank you, everyone. This is Countdown to Canada. I'm IanXIlyana.